What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog. Today is exactly 90 days from surgery. I know it's been a while. I haven't made a video in a little bit. My dad came to Southern California to visit me for over a week, so I was hanging out with him a bunch and kind of out of the house doing different stuff. Didn't have much time to film. And then on top of that, it was Labor Day weekend and people were visiting me and friends and stuff, and we were kind of just taking a break. But today, like I just said, is September 3rd. Let's prove this, okay? So I'm gonna post this video tomorrow. September 3rd, right there. Tuesday, and it's exactly, well, I actually don't know if it's exactly, because it's like the 31st in August, but it's basically 90 days or basically 3 months since I had my double jaw surgery on June 3rd. And I wanted to give you guys kind of a brief video to update you all on how I'm doing, my progress, anything that's changed since my last video. And yeah, so let's start with the first thing, which is like my face and any numbness or any problems I'm having, any pain. All that pretty much good. The only thing is the numbness. It's still there, like I mentioned in my other video. I have numbness on the roof of my mouth on the right side only, so on this side and on the outside as well. The left side is pretty good, I can feel it. For some reason the right side I can't, like I mentioned in my previous video. I think it's because I had the palate expansion, and when I first had the palate expansion there was a gap here. The lateral incisor, they have to, you know, widen it to widen my palate, and because of that maybe some of the screws are in nerve endings and whatnot. I don't know, it could take 6 months to come back. Maybe after a year it still might not be there. It's not sure. I'm not sure. It's not clear. There's no answer as to when that will really come back, but I'm hoping it does, because it's actually kind of annoying not being able to feel the roof of your mouth. I've experienced a couple things. I've eaten pizza that was hot, and I eat it and I don't feel it. So I've like burned the top of my mouth, and it's weird because like I eat the pizza, I don't know it's hot, but then after like a couple hours, I can feel with my tongue that just something's not right. Now, it's not like in pain, but it just feels burnt. Like I know it's burnt, but it didn't hurt at the time doing it. So it's kind of a weird thing, because it's like I can feel it later, even though I can't really, but I can't feel when it's happening. It's more just like the subconscious of like, oh, that's not right. My mouth feels like sore or burnt or something's not right. So that happens. And the other thing with the numbness on my upper jaw is like using my water pick. I can't, like I'm trying to aim it, right? You feel the water shooting against like your gums, so you kind of know where to aim it. It's like helps guide the feeling. But since I can't feel, I don't really know where I'm shooting the water gun, and I can't open my mouth and like watch it happen. Because with a water pick, I'm sorry, not water gun, with a water pick, you know, if you open your mouth, the water's gonna shoot everywhere. And I shoot at pretty high speed now, like at 8 on my thing, or 7 out of 10. So it comes out pretty fast, but I can't feel what is going on, and I don't know whether I'm hitting in between the gums and actually getting food out. So that's kind of annoying, but otherwise that's pretty much it. I'm in no pain. I have all feeling back in my chin and face. A little just like weirdness here, like it's back like 100%, or it's back like almost 100%, I guess I should say. It's just like a little bit strange on like weird things, like when I scratch it. It doesn't feel like I think it should, but it's not like numb, like it's not like it used to be. Like I can feel everything that I'm touching here. It just feels like when I scratch it, it doesn't like hurt as much as like maybe the other side. I don't know. It's like a weird nuance, but you kind of learn these things after you have double jaw surgery. Like little things are different, but it's really not a big deal. So that's all good. Overall appearance, this is how I look now. I'm pretty much, I think in another 3 months, you could say like, oh, this will be how you look forever. I think in my case, you could possibly say that now. I had a really quick recovery. My swelling went down really quickly in the first couple weeks. I think by literally after week 1, I was basically walking, I was fine. Like on the 4th day or 5th day after surgery, I was walking around, you know, talking, like everything was fine. And I think it was day 13 or 14 when I was like noticeably slimmer in my face already. Some people have swelling for weeks and are like, you know, stuck in bed and stuff like that, and I was fine. I was using my wedge pillow for a couple days. I stopped using that after like the 4th or 5th day. I asked my surgeon, they said I could lay flat, even on my side too. So I didn't have any nosebleeds. So overall my recovery was really, really good. and I don't know how much more swelling I have. It might just be soft tissue. Maybe it will come kind of down as you can maybe massage these areas, and maybe it'll change my face a little bit. But overall, this is how it's gonna be, I think, for the most part, and I'm pretty happy with it. Everybody's been giving me good feedback from it, so I'm definitely glad that I had the surgery. One, it improved my function of my mouth, right? Being able to chew, being able to bite, which by now I've also been chewing completely normal foods for the last, I don't know, like 4 or 5 weeks or so, and it's been really good. I basically had everything. I can even have like a piece of toast. I had to have the toast on the side. I had to like bite down the side. I can't like incise it. But otherwise it's not hard to eat. Chicken, steak, anything like that. There is one little weird thing is like when I start chewing, at the very beginning it's kind of like a little sore, but then like my teeth go like, oh, he's trying to eat something like a little hard, and like it no longer hurts as I keep chewing. Or like the later I am, like the further I am in my meal, the less like I notice it or it hurts. It's kind of a weird thing. But again, other than that, that is pretty good. So bite looking like this now. So bite is looking good. The midline is a little bit off, but I've kind of, you know, just accepted that right now. I don't know if that will come back perfect, but what's important is that the midline in your upper jaw kind of lines up with your nose, and so does your chin. It's not like, you're not like sideways. And I think for me, it is lining up perfectly, basically perfectly straight, and it's so small that no one's ever gonna be able to notice it. So I'm not that freaked out or annoyed that that's not perfect anymore like it used to be when I got my splint taken out. So that's pretty much it. For opening my mouth, that is kind of one of the other problems besides the numbness in my gum, is opening my mouth. That's probably one of the biggest problems I'm having now, or just working on post-surgery as like my therapy, is opening my jaw and stretching my jaw. Because it was Labor Day weekend, this past weekend, and I couldn't eat a burger. I cooked a burger for myself with onions and tomato and a bun and lettuce, and I tried to bite and eat it, and I couldn't fit my mouth over a burger. So I can eat like bananas and stuff like that, but as far as like a donut, but as far as like a burger, that didn't work. So this is about as wide as I can open right now, or max I can open now. And I could probably fit like 2-ish fingers. So we'll see. Hopefully that gets better. I've been stretching, as you guys saw in my last video. Been holding my mouth open for 10 seconds, and then letting it rest, and then opening and holding it again for 10 seconds, letting it rest, opening again and holding it for 10 seconds, and then doing that for basically over a minute, and doing that 5 times a day. So I kind of, for example, sometimes when I yawn, I go, and then I just hold my mouth at that yawned opening, because I know like when you yawn, you open your mouth basically fully, and you're stretching it. So I kind of hold it there, and I go, and I just take a rest. So that's pretty much it. Been working on that. That's kind of the only downside right now. Otherwise, everything looks pretty good. Here's the side profile. So that's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to kind of give you guys a brief update, tell you where I was. Everything's good, work's good. I'm back with all that, swimming, anything. Basically, life's basically back to normal. I'm gonna go and meet with my surgeon in 3 months, which will be the 6-month mark. I'm still doing routine orthodontist visits. He said that I might need my braces for another year. He told me this like a month ago or 2 months ago. So basically he says I get another year after surgery. So I'll possibly get them off like, let's see, I had surgery in June. I might get them off next like March or April, fingers crossed. So hopefully earlier than that. I'd be sick to get them off in February, my birthday month. So anyway, other than that, everything's good. Teeth are straight, the bite feels good. I've noticed kind of weird things, like the only other thing is like when I'm chewing chips, now that all my teeth like crush food, like, you know, when you're crushing food like chips or something on the back of your back teeth, the chip like grain gets like stuck in your molars. Kind of, you gotta like either pick it out or like use a toothbrush to really get it in. And that's kind of happening now with like all my teeth, now that they're all kind of crunching and like really pressing together. Sometimes they get like stuck like on the edges here and stuff like that. That's pretty much it though. Yeah guys, it's super good, and I want to do a couple more update videos for you guys. Feel free to write down in the comments below if there's anything you'd like to see. If you have any questions, I'm always going to answer them. I also will do a video of a time lapse of my progress. I've been taking pictures, especially when I first got out of surgery, like every day, how I was doing and the way I look differently. So time lapse will be really cool to see like my change. And then like the last like month and the last couple weeks, I've only been doing it like once every 3 or 4 or 5 days, because one, I honestly forget, and two, like there's not much of a difference anymore. I'm not like, I'm already pretty much fully healed, so I'm not changing as much, and it kind of just like repetitive pictures. But I do keep doing them, so I might be waiting a couple more months until I finish that, and obviously I'll probably want to do one when I get my braces off. That'll be a big video, so stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna make some other content for the channel too. I like posting on YouTube. If you look back to even my older videos, a lot of it was car content related, going to the racetrack and driving cool cars and stuff like that. So eventually I want to kind of trend back towards that and do some things I like doing, like cooking, or anything I just find interesting and want to do. YouTube for me is just like something that is supposed to be creative and fun, and just posting whatever I am in the mood to post, and not really for monetization or hoping I'm gonna blow up or make a ton of money, because if you think that way, then you're never gonna do it. It really just starts as a passion, and then over time, if you're just good at it and you like it and you are consistent with it, people will watch, and if it's good content, then money will come later. But that's not the point. I wanna make some cool videos later on a bunch of different stuff, so I'll make an update on the channel later. But otherwise, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Today is 90 days post-surgery. I feel good. I think I look good. Everything's cool. So I'll see you guys next video.